Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my T206 Hall of Fame pickup cards. Um, in this video, I'm gonna continue where I left off. For all those who didn't watch the first video, what are you waiting for? Go stop this, watch the first part, and then come back and watch this. But if you're not in the mood to do that, I'll just give you a quick recap. To my left, I have a Fred Clark portrait card, grade 3. Next to him, I have a John McGraw portrait card, basically Instagram profile pic there, looking like a papi chulo there. And then next to him, I have a Willie Keeler action at bat with a choked up bat there. And then Nap Lajoie with the bat, grade 5. To continue this video, I'm going to continue with the one that held this up, which is a Frank Chance. Frank Chance played for 17 years with a 296 average. He led the Cubs to 4 NL championships within 5 years. And he won 2 World Series in 07 and 08, along with Joe Tinker and Johnny Evers, which with those two, he formed an immortal double play group, which they call Tinker to Evers to Chance. This particular card, unfortunately, I'm going to say the old saying where good things come to those who wait does not apply here. Because I basically call this a 1.5. And the reason why it's a 1.5 is because of the staining and the paper loss. But I was willing to pay 1.5 money on this one because of the back rarity. The back rarity is a Sovereign Cigarettes 350 Subject Apple Green, which is considered like a mid-tier rare card and would have been my rarest card to date because most of my cards are Piedmont or Sweet Caporals. And a 1.5 chance card goes for the same amount what I paid. And for me to gain the back on this, I was willing to invest on that. But upon further inspecting this card when I did receive it, I have to admit I was disappointed as I handled this artifact carefully. I'm hoping that the camera can focus. I'm trying to shine the light. I did know that the paper loss and there was like a crease here, which I saw in the pictures. But one thing I couldn't tell was that there's a crease running from the top over by his left ear. And I'm trying to see if the camera can pick that up. And running my fingers through it, I can't even feel it. But when the light shines on it just right, you can see it, which leads me to believe this is an altered card. They've pressed it, and I'm not willing to take the chance that this card I send off to get graded in hopes that it's a 1.5 and it comes back altered, which basically renders this card half value of what I paid for it. I invest a lot of money into getting back into this collection, and unfortunately, these are the risks you take when you go after raw cards. And this is going to be the 4th card which I've returned. I've had 2 cases where they've been trimmed and 1 case where it was a replica, and in this case, I'm fearing that it's pressed. And thank God for eBay and their money back guarantee, because I'm basically going to cut my losses to a shipping and handling fee. But I could wish them good luck in selling that card to someone else. I'm just, leery that that card's going to be a 1.5, so I'm not going to bother with it. But to end this video on a high note, I'm going to show you my other investment, which is my first pitcher I went after. It's a Walter Johnson portrait card. Oh, this card is a Sweet Caporal 150. It's a very clean card. Walter Johnson was amazing. I researched this guy and I was blown away, much like Jimmy Fox blew me away at his greatness. I never knew how great Walter Johnson was. I knew he was one of the great pitchers of all time, but never knew how great he was up until I researched him. And just to fill you in, he played 21 years, had 417 wins with 279 losses. Pitched to a 2.17 ERA lifetime. And 3,509 strikeouts is what he ended up with, which was a record for 56 years. He had 12 seasons of which he won 20 or more wins. And 2 of those seasons, he ended up with 33 wins and 36 wins. He had 531 complete games and 110 shutouts, which is still a record. In 1913 and 1924, he won the MVP, which is pretty good for a pitcher. Pitchers weren't normally known for winning MVPs. He was nicknamed the Big Train and played all those seasons for the Washington Senators. He's the only player with 3,000 strikeouts up until Bob Gibson did it in 1974. He has the record for leading the league in strikeouts 12 times. And out of those 12 times, he had 8 consecutive years in which he led the league in strikeouts, one better than Nolan Ryan. Ty Cobb was even quoted as saying, "The first time I faced him, I watched him take that easy windup, and then something went past me that made me flinch. The thing just hissed with danger. We couldn't touch him. Every one of us knew we'd met the most powerful arm ever turned loose in a ballpark." And as if that wasn't enough, I'm going to tell you one last tidbit, which just blew me away, and just I had to reread it and comprehend how possible this could have been. In September 4th, 5th, and 7th, in 1908, his second year pitching, he pitched 3 consecutive shutouts against the New York Highlanders, the New York Yankees, but back then known as the Highlanders. Now, I'm going to repeat that. On the 4th, the 5th, and 7th, a span of 4 days, he pitched 3 games, all of which were complete game shutouts against the same team. Now, put that in perspective. Nowadays, people get criticized for going on 3 days rest, whether it's for a playoff push or during the playoffs, and how maybe the manager shouldn't pitch him because he's not going to have the same stuff. His arm's going to be fatigued, or what about his future? And you're compromising his future for a playoff push. Think about it. The guy pitches on the 4th, sleeps one night, pitches again on the 5th, another complete game shutout, rests for 1 day on the 6th, and then goes ahead on the 7th and pitches another complete game shutout against the same team which already saw your stuff day after day after day and still cannot touch it. Still cannot, that doesn't even fathom how to even score 1 run, whether it's bunt single here, push a man over, fly out, and boom, you got a run. 3 days, oh my God. Just describing this is still getting to me. That's like the most amazing feat. I think probably more amazing than Joe DiMaggio 56 game streak. That's like crazy. And just to tell you about this card in particular, I deem this card being a 1.5. It's probably the lowest card I'm going to have pride in, only because it's super expensive to own this card. And I think it's the most cleanest 1.5 if it does come back at that. The seller argued with me, and we went back and forth about my offer and what he didn't want to budge off of, what he was willing to accept, because he deemed this was a 2, a solid 2. I'm stuck on this being a 1.5 because I haven't seen cards with this many creases, one here, one around his shoulder, come back a 2. I've seen pictures of 2s. None of them have this many creases. But one thing I do give this card is that its registration is gorgeous. I don't know if the focus is really getting a good picture of this card. There we go. But the corners are really nice. It's clean as hell. The back is clean. No paper loss, back or front. I've seen 1s, 1.5s, and 2s with paper loss. This one has no paper loss whatsoever. So to be quite honest, I hope I'm wrong and this comes back a 2. If it does, I basically earned myself like $400 to $500 worth on the card grading. But I was stuck on thinking this card was a 1.5 and I bid accordingly. I gave him an offer which I thought for the history a 1.5 commanded, but I had to come off of it because there's no 1.5 that looks this good eye appeal wise. And for that reason, I came off my stance. He came down finally a little bit, and that was it. The deal was made, and now I own Walter Johnson. Him along with Nap Lazway are probably two of the immortals, which I'm so excited to own with the T206. But yeah, that goes with my T206 Hall of Fame pickups. I'm gonna have these three graded along with this one for my pre-war eras card. With those four, when they come back, I'll probably do another, well, not probably, but I'll definitely do another video to see if I was correct in my assessment with these cards or what they came back as. Hopefully I'll be pleasantly surprised. So until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, please comment, subscribe, hit the like button, and let's see what I come up with next. Have a good day.